All right, my name is Todd from Go2 Cards, and today we are talking about Rage of the Abyss pre-sales. Yesterday's video, we talked about should you buy the sealed or should you buy the singles. I told you I think that you should be buying the sealed because there's enough value in there that even if you don't get the card you want, you're going to be able to flip the cards that you got for something that you want. But a lot of you said, I am still buying the singles. All right, you're still buying the singles. Do you buy the singles in pre-sales or do you wait until the set is released? And before you go off on never buy pre-sales, pre-sales are always bad, I can give you card after card after card. If you would have bought them in pre-sales, you would have got a really good deal. Go back to Spellbound, go back to Fenrir, go back to the whole Chimera, deck core. I mean, card after card after card. But you are probably 90% right that you should avoid pre-sales. I tell you the same thing I tell you every time. Pre-sales is a dirty, nasty game. You are gambling, and if you don't have the heart to gamble, if you don't have the heart to lose $10, $20, $30, $40 on a card because you bought it in pre-sales, then don't buy the pre-sales. Stay away from them. Unless you think that you've identified the one or two cards that are going to go up in this set, then stay away from pre-sales and just wait till the set releases. That's what I tell you every single time. In full disclosure, again, I'm Todd from Go2 Cards. We sell pre-sales on eBay. So just know that we do sell pre-sales. But just because we sell pre-sales does not mean that I'm going to tell you that you should buy them. Sometimes you should buy them. Sometimes you should not. We're going to break down the majority of the cards in this set, and I'm going to tell you whether you should be waiting on that card or you should be thinking about buying it even in pre-sales. What I meant to do on yesterday's video was reveal the winners of the F-Zero and the Typhoon, which I forgot. This is going back multiple videos. My apologies. I have been dealing with some issues, tech issues, and it's prevented me from doing videos as much as I would like right now. But we're almost sorted out on this. So let me reveal the winners of that. The winners of the Typhoon right here is Opper G. Congratulations. You got the Typhoon. And the winner of the F-Zero, by the way, if you're looking for a penny stock to pick up, F-Zero, that card is like $1. And it's not going to take much for that card to become meta relevant again. And that card will spike up. It's absolutely beautiful. But our YUGIOH, I'm sorry if I messed that up, 0791, you got the F-Zero. All you got to do is send me an email with your physical address to this email address. Go2cards, the number 10 at gmail.com. That's all you got to do, and I will get these cards out to you. So again, congratulations to the winners of that giveaway. All right, let me take you over to Gamer's Choice, and we're gonna break down how they have it set up, and I'm gonna tell you what I think you should be avoiding and what I think you might want to consider. So let me get that up, and we will go from there. All right, so we're over here on Gamer's Choice, and right now we're looking at the Ultras. And this is what I'm going to say straight from the beginning on these Ultras. Don't buy any of these on pre-sale. I think you're nuts if you're buying these on pre-sale. Like, for instance, the Area, the Water Channeler, $3. You're going to be able to get a play set for $3. Do not pay $3 for one of these. You'll get a play set for $3 if you just wait. And this isn't just me talking out of my butt. Like, seriously, we have a history of this. These have come out in the last recent sets. The last one you just had was Hida. And guess what? You could have got a play set for $3. They always fall out. The Centurion card, I know it's, it's probably a good card. I think the Synchro is the better card in here. I'm not entirely sure. I don't play Centurion, but $3, you're going to be able to get that cheaper than that. Come down here. I wouldn't buy any of these. I would be waiting on all of these, including these two at the bottom, which I think are cards that you may want. Like if you're playing the Sharks, you're going to want Big Jaws, but $5, just buy the deck core. The deck core is $20. You're paying $5 for a playset of Big Jaws. You could just buy the deck core and you're getting like 30 cards for $5 more. It's worth it. Don't buy that. Same thing with the Red Eyes. The Red Eyes is $10. I don't know how many you need of these. My guess is 3. So if you're buying 3 of these, that's $30. Guess how much the deck core is? $25. And you get all the other cards. And you get a $5 discount. Don't buy this. That's crazy. I wouldn't buy any of these Ultras. I would be passing on all these. If you're buying these Ultras, you're buying the wrong cards. So pass on those. Coming up here, I'm going to jump right to the quarter century. And I'm going to say the same thing I said on the Ultras. Don't buy these. Yes, some of these are going to spike up. But being able to figure out which ones are going to spike up and which ones are the bottom's going to fall out on them is pretty much next to impossible. So if I were you, I'd be waiting. Come down here, you look at something like Dominus Impulse. I bought my quarter century Dominus Purge for $50. Now, I know Impulse is a better card. I know it's a better card because it's not locking you out of dark, water, and fire. I know it's a better card. Is it $100 better card? No, it's not. And you know it's not. Anybody who's paying $150 for this is absolutely nuts. All of these, I would be waiting on these. There's no like amazing deals in the quarter centuries this time. Sometimes there are, but there's none here. So I would be waiting if I were you. I wouldn't be picking up any of those. Going over to the deck cores. Let's look at the deck cores real quick. The Azamina deck core. This is a core that everybody wants. Is it a $220 deck core? I think you might be able to pick this deck core up for somewhere around $180, something like that. And that's what I would be personally waiting for it to hit that $180 mark. The entire deck core rests on one card, and that's the Snake Eye, the Sinful Spoils Deception, I think it is. That card is $60 all by itself, maybe even more. So the entire deck core is resting on that one card. If that one card goes down, the deck core is going to go down. Is there a chance that that card goes down to $50? I think there is. And if it is, now you're looking at a deck core that's about $180. That sounds a little bit better than me. I would be waiting on it. Battle Wasp, do what you want. It's $5. Will you be able to get it cheaper? Probably. You'll probably just be able to pick the cards up that you need individually for pennies. But if you want it for $5, fine. The Mermill Atlantean for $75. I wouldn't pay $75 for this. I think this is going to fall out. I kind of put this up there with the Lightsworn deck core that I told you to pass on, and it did fall out. I think this will too. $50? $50 sounds pretty good. I would wait till it hits about $50. I would not be paying $75. I'm going to pass over the Mimigol for right now. The Primite, I would wait on this as well. I think you could at least get this for $50. I think $40. I think you could pick up this whole thing for about $40, and that's what I would be waiting on. It's a cool idea, and I know there's some people out there that are going to want to play it. $40 sounds pretty good to me. The Shark deck core, $20. I think it's a pretty decent deal. Will it go lower? I think, yeah. I think you could get this 12, 15 bucks. I think you could come in, grab this entire deck core. So personally, I would be waiting on that as well. The Six Samurai, that's overpriced. That's all I got to say. I think you're going to be able to pick this up for about $5. And that's what I would be waiting on. 5, 7 max. If it's more than that, I guess I'm not playing Six Samurai. That's how I am. Honestly, I think this is about $5 at its floor. That's what I would be waiting for. Okay, I left 2 deck cores. The first deck core that I want to talk about is the Red Eyes Metamorph deck core. I think this is the buy of the set. I think if you're looking at pre-sales and you're like, hey, I want to buy something on pre-sales, right there, that's it. That is what I would be looking at buying. I think it's the best deal in here. I think the artwork is phenomenal. I think because it's Red Eyes. I think because it works with the, it's playing off the idea of the old Metamorph card. I think people are going to want this. I think that this has potential to be a $40 deck core. And so this is the thing that if I were buying pre-sales, I would target that. The second thing that I might be looking at would be the Mimical deck core. Would I like to see that around $75 to $80? Yes. That's where I would like to see it. And that's where it might drop down to. But if this deck core is pretty good, like we think it is, and we already know that people like Mimical, we like the idea of using flip cards. Who doesn't want to be able to use flip cards in 2024? And we like the art. There's a lot to like about Mimical. And, another thing is it's one of the first TCG exclusives in a long time that's good. I think you got to go back to Plunder Patrol before you can find a decent TCG exclusive. And now we got another one. I think that, this could be 90. It could be 75, somewhere around there. That's what I'd be looking at. But if you went in on this right now, I wouldn't beat you up over that. That seems like a pretty solid move right there. By the way, I'm telling you to buy the Red Eyes. I think that's the buy of the set. I'm sold out of it. All that we had, I think we had 5 deck cores listed. They all sold. I'm not telling you to buy. In fact, it's the only thing that I'm sold out of. If that gives you any idea of the interest in this. And this is part of what we can do at Go2 Cards. We sell these things so I can tell you what's moving. I can tell you what the community thinks there's value. And right now, the community thinks that this Red Eyes Metamorph deck core has good value. And I'm passing that information along to you. Pick it up anywhere you can for $25. I think it's a great buy. All right, going over to the secrets. And this is what everybody wants to talk about because this is where the bulk of the value is in this set. So the Atlantean card, $15. No, I think this is the worst of the secrets, in my opinion, and I think that this is an $8 card, something like that. I would not be paying $15 for it. I just would not. You can see Deception right over here. This is the one that works with Azamina. This is the one you get at 3 in the Azamina deck core. It's $65. So this is the vast majority of the value of that core. And you can see on Gamer's Choice, there's not many sold out cards. This is one of them. So I don't know that it goes down. And that's going to hold the Azamina core up. But I'm sharing with you that core is completely dependent upon what this card does. And it's not looking good that this is one of the few things that sold out on Gamer's Choice. At least not for the Azamina deck core. Dominus Impulse, $50. I think it's a fair price. Could it go down? Yeah, it could go down. I don't see it going down much. And the reason I don't see this going down much is because Dominus Purge is about $50. And this is a better card. So I don't really see this going down much. So if this were a card that you're targeting, I don't think it's a bad buy. Although I would probably wait if I were you, because I don't think that it's going to go up a whole lot. The Fire King Eucalonics, $30. I think that this could be a $20 card. I would wait on this card. I don't think there's a whole lot of urgency on it. The two Mimigal cards, you got the Spell Charm over here. You got the Giant over here. The Giant's 15, the Charm is 10. I think they're fairly decently priced. I don't see them going down a whole lot more, but they could go down a little bit. I would wait, but if I were you and you were going to pick these up, just grab the core. Just grab the entire deck core that you need and be done with it. That's what I would do. Lacrima, this is the one card I don't really know what to think in this set. I think there's potential for this card to go up to $30. I think there's also potential for this card to go down to 10. And I have no idea what to do or to say about this card. It's got the waifu art, so it's got that going for it. It also is a Fiendsmith card, so it has that going for it. I believe it's played as a one-of, so that's the downside of the card. I don't know what the card's going to do. $20 seems pretty fair to me. And I think that you could wait on it and hope that it goes down. The Primite card down there at the bottom, $15. I think $15 pretty fair. I think it could go down to 10. I would definitely wait on that card. And then the Blue Eyes, the Heart of the Blue Eyes right here. This is the one secret that if I were you, I would consider buying on pre-sales. This card at $15, I think it's maybe a $20, $25 card. I really do. I think that people are underestimating the Millennium deck core, and I think they're also underestimating this card. And it has Blue Eyes in it, so Blue Eyes players are obviously going to want it, even if they're not playing it. Collectors are going to want this card. I think this card is $20 to $25, and this is the one secret that I would be coming in and grabbing this card. Now, the last card that I left is the new Molcharmi card, which I've not figured out how to pronounce the... I don't think my mouth makes that sound. I'm not even going to try. I will eventually figure it out. But this guy coming in around $150, I think this card could fall down. And I think the card could fall down to $120, $130, something like that. And if you're looking at a play set and you're looking at cutting $30 off the play set, for each card, you're looking at a savings of $90. I wouldn't be buying this on pre-sales. I wouldn't. I know this is the chase. I know everybody's after it, but this card can go lower. It really can. $150 is a lot of money for a card on even as good as this card is. I think this card could easily be $120. It might even be able to go down to $100. Now, I don't know how far it will go down, but I do believe that the card is going to go down. So I would not be buying it. In summary, what I'm saying that you should be looking at buying if you want them is the Heart of the Blue Eyes secret rare card and the Red Eyes Metamorph deck core, and maybe the Mimigal deck core. Outside of that, everything else is a hard wait. And let me give you some of my reasoning behind this. When a set is bad, oftentimes that will make it so that the singles go up in price. And the reason the singles go up in price when a set's bad is because nobody's opening it. and there's low supply. Now, not every card, but there are cards that will go up just because of that. You saw that with a couple of the deck building sets that were bad recently. Nobody wanted to buy the product. You had to buy the singles. There weren't many singles on the market, so the sellers priced them up. The reason I'm telling you this is that when a set is good, and it's good for a very specific reason. What is this set good for? I think this set is good because of the Mocharmy card. I think it's good because of the Azamina decor. I think it's good because of the Mimigold decor. And I think it's good because of Dominus Purge. Those 4 things, and probably Deception. Those 5 things, which is part of that decor. So you can separate it out or you can throw it in there. But generally, those 4 things are holding up the set. When you have 4 things holding up the set, that means a lot of people are going to be opening this up to get those 4 things. When they don't get them, when they get cards like Lacrima or Eucolonics, or the Atlantean card. What they're going to do is they're going to put those cards on the market. It's going to drive down the price of all the other cards. I think some of these cards, if they had been in a different set, would have been expensive. But because they're in this set, and because so many people are going to be ordering and opening up this set to get those chase cards, these other cards that are good cards, but not the cards that everybody's after, are going to flood the market, drive down the price, and you're going to be able to pick these up a lot cheaper. That's my advice on pre-sales with Rage of the Abyss. I do think it's a good set. I love this set. I'm super excited about it. We ordered more of this set than we ordered of any set since Age of Overlord, because we had a pretty good idea that this was going to be the set of the year, and I stand by that. I think that it is. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of the channel, and we do this on every set, break it down. The next video we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about when should you be looking at buying these cards, if you wait on them, and some miscellaneous things about this set before it releases. And then next week, early next week, we're going to have a case opening on the channel early to mid next week. We'll have a case opening of Rage of the Abyss. We'll go over what we pulled, how many, what you can expect, all of that stuff. So stay tuned to the channel. We got some exciting stuff coming up, and we're going to be doing some live streams as well. I think I got the live stream figured out where I can do it much better, as well as some collabs. Hoping to get those up and running as well. We got some interesting people that we're hoping to do some collabs with, like Sage, Jay from Fresh Off the Press. Sparkman reached out, interested in doing a collab at some point. I just haven't been able to do it because I'm old and technology eludes my old brain. And so it's taken me a little while to figure it out. My name's Todd from Go2 Cards, and I am out of here.